Hi there, zushyart here, and welcome to my Feelingz Solver Showcase video. I'm going to be talking about my most recent projects on itch.io, this one here. It's based on this game on Coolmath Games called Feelingz. Okay, this is the game. The factions are both happy when they are next to each other. And you have to put all of them in the grids. Just to make them as happy as possible. I'll explain it more later on. But this is what the original game looks like. I'm going to close the tab now. Okay, I'll show you my projects now. Okay, so this is the menu. This is version 1.2. I had to update it a few times for some bug fixes. I'll read the instructions first. Yeah, this is based on Feelingz, the game on Coolmath Games made by Numizius Studio. It's actually a pretty obscure game, but I got pretty interested in it recently. It's a pretty obscure game, but you can tell I got super interested in it based on the fact that I made all this. The goal is to put coloured squares in a grid to reach a certain score of happiness. The score is the amount of happy squares minus the amount of sad ones. When you reach the goal, you get a star if all squares have been placed. It's like the stars and what I showed earlier from putting all of them in. Green and blue like each other, but blue dislikes being surrounded by 4 greens, as shown in the screenshots. Each of the squares has its own happiness value as well. So if there's more good things happening to it than bad things, they'll be happy. But if it's the same amount of each, it'll just be neutral. Also, in the original game, the squares are different family members in a house, but I thought different coloured squares would be more distinct from each other. And I genuinely like simplicity in things. You see, these green guys are happy, yay! But this blue one here is pretty grumpy. Well, they look grumpy, but I call these squares sad. Red likes green, but green just likes red. Red also likes edge spaces anywhere you can't place a square. Red also dislikes other reds. It's usually not a pretty good idea to put the red ones next to each other. I felt like reds would be a fitting colour for this one, since it makes squares grumpy easily. Well, green is often happy. Green and red like purple, but blue dislikes purple. Anything touching purple, we are unaffected by everything else around it. Also, purple has no feelings of its own. So if you like 3 reds around, this green one here, they would normally be pretty sad, but there's a purple next to it, so it's happy. And blue doesn't like purple. Black doesn't interact with other squares in any way. It just doesn't count as an edge space that can make red happy. That kind of contradicts what what's mentioned earlier about any unusable space making red happy. I can't be bothered to do something about that. There's also a screenshot of the level editor here. Let's show me what it's like. And I try to make this mobile friendly so no key presses are involved, but it ended up being a bit buggy on my phone, so I just play it on my computer. Now I'll show you the play rand preset, which plays around one of the levels in the game. This is probably not a good first one to show. How about this one? Half the presets are just levels from the actual game. Pretty sure this is one of them. So red is heavy next to the edge. Green is neutral because it's next to one blue and one reds. If I add another blue, it will become heavy, but if I add another reds, it will become sad. I can make these green ones next to reds heavy by giving them 2 blues each. I've put another green one here, to avoid making this blue one sad, I can get reds here. So it's not 4 greens around it. And see, the score is currently 10 out of 15. 15 is the score goal for completing the level. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 heavy squares. Minus 0 sad ones equals 10. If I had these two here like this, maybe I'll add another green one. Now it's 9. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 minus 1, 2 equals 9. And this blue one increases, it's at 12, because these two are no longer sad and this is heavy. It should have been 2 hits, but it's a win. You win! There's also different place modes like click. So you can put them, so you can just click or tap to put them in. Or if you want to, you can drag them into the grids. You can also reset the level whenever you want. You can't remember the levels pre-placed squares, like this blue one here. You can also save the level codes. This isn't mobile friendly, but let's say that I still have it like this. Okay, so how the level codes work is that there's 8 bits of information separated by slashes. So the amounts of each square you start with. There's also purple, but this level doesn't use that one. Then there's the score goal, the grid's width and height. So in this case it's a 5x4 grid. And then what starts in each square, like each space. So hyphen is empty. A, B, C, and D are the squares in this order. X is the black squares, and underscore is nothing. But somewhere you can't place, it isn't black. You can also do play saves level and paste a code in to play it. So I wonder if anyone will comment the codes of for their own levels on the project in its comments section. Next, these sizes are here for the starting grid size and the level editor, which I'm going to show now, and make /solve level. So choose what you want pre-placed in the level. I'll recreate one in the game. As an example, as you can see, you can decide the amount of each square you start with is the goal. So I have 4 green, 2 blue, 4 red and 1 purple with a score goal of 9. Actually, I'll set the grid size to 4x3 first. I have to set these again. I know it's kind of weird to have them in 2 different menus, but I didn't want. I guess I thought it would be I think it would be annoying to change the grid dimensions in the middle of editing a level, because in the save codes like this one, actually, I guess I could try inserting hyphens in all the right places and removing them, but I didn't feel like doing that. I might change this in the future updates if anyone's keen on that. But for now, I don't really feel like continuing this project. So you can save the level codes here, and you can play it. So here's the purple. I can make this green one grumpy, but it's theirs. But then I could add purple and it's happy now, even though there's 2 reds next to it. Similarly, you do with blue and make blue stairs. When I was first playing this in the game, I kept trying. This was the best I could do, but I really wanted to know what the best ways of doing all the levels were. So that was part of why I wanted to make a solver section. You can paste the code into here to load it, and then you can edit it further if you want. When I press the solve level button here, the project will solve the level and find the way of putting the squares, and it will give the highest possible score. And it's this here. There's green ones next to purple, with all these red ones over here. And there's this big group of blue and green. It's okay to put this red one here next to the green. It's always being happy, but from purple. I'll just some other one. That's some other code. Here's a 5x5 grid. I found about a third of each colour in here. I have an will be 8 with a remainder of 1 still. Now I'll make green 1 more. So there's 9 greens, 8 blues and 8 reds. And then you have to put them in the 5x5 grids. What would be the best way of doing this to make them as happy as possible? Well, let's see. Okay, here's one way. This is how you can get 19. these ones down here are a bit sad, but everyone else is happy, which is good. Also, this project uses two different methods for solving levels. So if there's not many ways to place all the squares in the grids, then you can just check every single one in a reasonable amount of time. But if there's quite a lot of empty spaces, then I'll use a different method that's way faster, but it won't always find the absolute best way. I can keep pressing try again to get some similar results. Sometimes it takes a bit of time to load. I'll show you on the high score. 16, 17, 18, 17, 16. Still 16, 19. Okay, this, oh. Yeah, this is a bit slaggy, but I don't mind it. It's less slaggy with smaller levels. So whenever you press this try again button, all the squares are put in randomly, and then the project tries to swap them in ways that increase the score. So it keeps swapping two random different coloured ones, and if that increases the score, then it'll keep it that way. And it keeps checking all the possible groups of two you can swap until no swap will increase the score. So in all of these solutions you see, if you try to swap any pair of two different coloured ones, that will either keep the score the same or decrease it. So for example, if I swap this green and this red one, if you were to swap these, this one would become neutral because of red's here, one red's here and one blue here. What about swapping this red one and this green one to make this happy here next to blue? Well, that'll just make this one not very happy, because it'll be next to two reds. And this will be neutral for me. But yeah, this one wouldn't be happy either. You can use the purple in this too. It's basically self level. Just wait a bit. Here you go. This is you can make all of them happy in this scenario, or in this level. The dot purple doesn't feel any of its own emotions. It just strongly affects the other ones around it. When you first solve the level, they'll place along the rows sorted by colour. So there's all the green ones at the bottom first, then blue, then red, then purple at the top. So you get the same first result each time, but when you press try again, you can get different results from random placements. This doesn't honestly take the longest to load. By the way, the pairs of the swapping pairs that checks from bottom to top as well, and it results in the reds and purple ones usually being closer to the bottom. They can be near the top sometimes. I'll show a few of the other presets. Yeah, you can copy, if you want to, you can copy each code in here and then enter it into the level lasers to solve it. So this would be a good solution. But 21 out of 20, that's pretty good. I like this one. I can remember the good way of solving that. Yeah, a few ways that I'm showing right now. I'm pretty sure I did find one of the best ways to do this when I was working on this project. I'll place the red ones first, and place the rest. It has this sad green one up here, but you can still get up to 17 out of 15. Yo, stars. So you can basically cheat in both. So you can basically cheat in both this tool / game and the original game. But doing a fun coding project about this game was worth it. I enjoyed that. I can remember how to do this and get 17 out of 15. I'm pretty sure this was level 20 in the original game in Feelingz. I don't think there's much else shown here. But yeah, that. I guess I'll show myself playing some more of this. Okay, if it wasn't 11 out of 12. Wait, maybe. I've noticed that sometimes you have to sacrifice some squares to be sad, and to have most of the other ones happy. It's 10 out of 12. Okay, this is 9 out of 12. I still just keep playing this level for a while before I finish the video. why don't I try placing the blue ones in this shape? I think it's pretty easy to get the green ones happy. You win. I didn't get to place all of them in, but I still managed to do it. So yeah, that was my Feelingz solver showcase. You can go to zushyart.itch.io and play this. I showed my profile page at the start of the video. I also provided a link to this in the description. So yeah, have fun with that if you want. Okay, I'm going to end the video here now. Bye.